Of course, here is the English version of the famous Vietnamese fairy tale, Chuyện Cây Khế, the story of the starfruit tree. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived two brothers whose parents passed away, leaving them a fortune. After the older brother married, he grew greedy and decided to divide the inheritance. He took almost everything: the large house, the rice paddies, and all the money, leaving his younger brother with only a small shabby hut and a single starfruit tree in the backyard. The younger brother, who was kind and honest, did not complain. He and his wife worked hard every day, tending to their small piece of land and taking great care of the starfruit tree. That year, to their delight, the tree bore an incredible amount of fruit. The branches were heavy with sweet ripe starfruits, and the couple looked forward to selling them at the market. However, a strange thing began to happen. Every morning, a giant marvelous bird, sometimes said to be a phoenix, would fly down and eat the ripe fruits. Worried they would have nothing left, the younger brother stood under the tree one morning and called out to the bird, "Oh great bird, my family depends on this tree for our livelihood. If you eat all the fruit, we will have nothing to live on." To his surprise, the bird answered in a human voice, "For every fruit I eat, I will pay you in gold. Go and sew a pouch, 3 gangs wide asterisk, and I will take you to a place to fill it." Asterisk, a gang, is a traditional unit of measurement in Vietnam, equal to the span of a hand, from the tip of the thumb to the tip of the middle finger. The couple was astonished, but did as the bird instructed, sewing a pouch exactly 3 gangs wide. The next morning, the bird returned. After it finished eating, it lowered itself and said, "Climb on my back." The younger brother, with his pouch, did as he was told. The bird flew for what seemed like hours, high over mountains and vast seas, until it reached a glittering, deserted island. The island was covered in gold, silver, and precious gems. True to his honest nature, the younger brother filled his 3-gang pouch, and not a bit more. He then climbed back onto the bird's back, and was flown home. With the gold, the younger brother and his wife were able to live comfortably, and were known for their generosity, always helping the poor in their village. When the older brother saw his younger siblings' newfound wealth, he became intensely jealous and demanded to know what had happened. The younger brother, in his honesty, told him the entire story. The older brother's greed flared, and he immediately proposed a trade: his entire fortune for the small hut and the starfruit tree. The kind-hearted younger brother agreed. The older brother and his wife moved into the hut and waited impatiently. Soon enough, the giant bird appeared to eat the starfruit. The older brother immediately put on a show, crying and pleading. The bird once again made the same promise: "For every fruit I eat, I will pay you in gold. Go and sew a pouch 3 gangs wide, and I will take you to a place to fill it." Overjoyed, the greedy brother and his wife didn't sew a 3-gang pouch. Instead, they made an enormous bag, many times larger, hoping to carry back as much gold as possible. The next day, the bird carried the older brother to the island of gold. Dazzled by the endless treasure, the older brother stuffed his huge bag until it was overflowing. He even filled his pockets and shirt with extra gold. On the flight back, the load was far too heavy for the bird. It struggled to stay in the air. As they flew over the sea, a storm began to rage. The bird, unable to bear the immense weight any longer, was forced to tilt its wings. The greedy older brother, along with his impossibly heavy bag of gold, was cast into the raging sea below, and was never seen again. The moral of the story of the starfruit tree is a timeless lesson about the virtues of kindness and honesty versus the perils of greed. It teaches that those who are content, hardworking, and kind, like the younger brother, will eventually be rewarded. In contrast, those who are consumed by insatiable greed, like the older brother, will ultimately be led to their own ruin.